on your screen, you actually have it where it says the right attitude and one arm will beat the wrong attitude and two arms. So because of the recording and copyright, I cannot show you the video. So those that are watching the replay, you had to be here. And it's also about attitude. That's why I'm dressed up this morning. So I asked the question, and for those that are watching the recording, you're going to have to go Google children with attitude, and there's a gorgeous little girl. I would love you all at certain stages to unmute yourself. What did you see in that little girl? What did you see in that little girl? Who'd like to share? And if you want to pop it in the chat, you can pop it in the chat, and then I'll share in the chat as well. What did you see in that little girl? Yeah, go for it, Julie.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay, cool. I saw a little girl who was in touch with her rhythm and her flow, and she was not afraid to let it show.
Absolutely, absolutely, definitely, definitely. I've got
Show
Bonnie
and
says,
shine.
oh, yeah, show and shine. Bonnie's got freedom. Julie's got, Lou's got check you out. Thank you, Lou. That's so cute. Tim's got just having fun and didn't care what anyone else thought. She had attitude, lots of attitude. Now, I dressed up trying to be with attitude with my cap and glasses, but I'm going to take them off so I can see you guys. And also, I don't like wearing caps. I feel claustrophobic with them. But she had the right attitude. And so I'm just going to go back to today's mystery school lesson. Remember, this is ancient wisdom that I've just modernized. The right attitude. The right attitude could be anything. It's not whether it's right or wrong or good or bad. The right, it's the way, what attitude do you have that will bring you the most amazing deliciousness ever? That's the main thing. And so if I have the right attitude and one arm, meaning that I supposedly am disabled, whereas I don't see them as disabled unless we teach them that they're disabled. If we have the right attitude, one arm, we can do anything. But if we have the wrong attitude and two arms where we're really capable, then things don't work out for us. And that's part of today's lesson is understanding this is about attitude towards life. So what is your attitude towards life? And I Googled it, God Google, to see what the Google definition is. A mental position with regard to a fact or a state, a helpful attitude, feeling or emotion toward a fact or state, a negative attitude. So sometimes people will say, oh my God, my teenager's got a bad attitude towards school or a bad attitude towards us. And look at them, they've got everything. They've got everything. I gave them everything. I bought them latest iPhone 78 and they've got their own car. Wow, what made them have that attitude? Because they have everything. And this is relaying back to it's never kids' fault. Those that have done Millennium Children work with me in the past in the courses or read the books, it's the children only mimic what they see the grown-ups do. Now, whether it's their own parents, family, teachers, television, around the world, supermarket, 2020, fighting over toilet paper, a low attitude. You see, if you have the right attitude towards anything and you go in with the right attitude of this is going to be fun, this is going to be amazing, you can have no arms, no limbs, none. And magic will start to happen. There's like a magnetism that it comes to you as well. So the right attitude makes the world of difference, your world. And it will always beat the wrong attitude. Wrong meaning that you're not seeing the best of the situation. So whenever there's a problem, which is not a problem is just a learning lesson and a hump. And it's a beautiful challenge that somewhere you innately asked for that problem to go, I need to grow and expand. That's the 3D world. Then we come into our heart space, 4D, come around the fifth chakra of throat chakra. What fifth dimension is to get the golden age and go, I've got the answer, because an attitude change happened. So, for example, March last year, my website was hacked. I was on holidays, and I haven't had a holiday since 2016, a proper holiday since 2016. And all of a sudden, my website is corrupt. Somebody is now selling porn. Wasn't me, but somebody else had. Why did they hack me? Because I've got a massive database and following and been around for a long time. And so algorithms of the beautiful star children were able to go, get that one. And as they hacked it, that's my life of 25 plus years gone, and all information for practitioners and everything else. And so I swung into the right attitude. It was, I got to do something. And the attitude was one arm, not two. I was disabled on some level, that my website, my life was gone. Because my website's not just like an online brochure, because that's all websites are. That is a resource for my practitioners and other people, and I need it to be there. And so my attitude was, get onto it, stop the holidays. And I did. It was, get onto the team, Zoom meeting right now, let's go, blah, 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 let's go for it. And my IT lady, she's so beautiful. Jen, I think we've lost it. Okay, no probs. I need you to see what you can do. I had to change my attitude. I put on my walking shoes and I went for a walk. The longest walk, I was at Stradbroke Island, the longest walk around the gorge, the main beach, back again. Took me about 3 hours. I just went, I have to change my attitude. Look at the why I'm doing this. What's going on? What's the purpose? Whereas once upon a time when I was depressed, I didn't have that attitude. I felt disabled, felt like I couldn't fix the problem. And that problem was me. So the worst of me. And because I had the right attitude, within 48 hours, my beautiful IT lady said, we've got it back. And I've done all these security things. And she checks the security every Saturday. These computer hackers are amazing, the star children. And then it was 24 hours, bang, they got it again. What? Now my attitude, because of the passion for my clients and the resources it was like, no. And so I took half an hour off. I went down of where I was staying onto the beach. There was a couple of kangaroos on the beach, which kangaroos represent medical intuition, animal medical intuition. Have fun, Atlantis energy, anything's possible. So I went, yep. And I said, I know we can do it. And she was able to bring it back within the hour. And when you have the right attitude, it's like pyramid selling, so illegal, but so sacred geometry. And what does that mean? Is from the top, I'm the top, and it filters down to my team. So if I had the right attitude, they had it, and were doing everything. My other team, because they're not IT, they do other things, and my social media and whatever else, they were like, okay, got to, yep. And it was switch on the right attitude. So the right attitude is magnetism, that it comes to me and it ripples out again. Now, that was considered a mystery for those that didn't have the secret learnings of mystery school, because it was, why do you get everything? Why is everything happening great for you? I want it. Is it you that I have to have? Is it your property? I must take it. And that was part of the downfall in several of the lifetimes of mystery school. But it came back to the absolute mind. That right attitude. How can you get the right attitude? So mine is training. Mine has been learning of how can I have a different mind awareness, not mindset. I don't say mindset because it's like I've set my mind in concrete particular way, which I write about in my Secret Codes to Success book. For me, who I was and then learnt to not be that was in pain. So I constructed my mind and who I am today. Now you can dress up, you can have the attitude, like outfits and things like that, because sometimes that does create an attitude, which it does for me when I'm keynote speaking. I love, love, love wearing high heels and makeup. It has me to change my attitude. It doesn't make me who I am. Sometimes the attitude is go for a walk, have a glass of water, visualize what you want. For me, I also, every night before the day, I pull out a medical intuitive card, a platonic solid card, have the great attitude. Because that right attitude will just make everything amazing. Or beat the wrong attitude in two arms. But quite often we go in with the attitude, presumptions, expectations, mindset, etc. And it is a mindset where it's set on, it's going to be awful. And so guess what? With that attitude, it's like, what did you create? Because part of Mystery School is understanding I am conscious co-creator, that I create everything in my world. And people like that saying if it's working for them, but if it's not, they go, oh, I've got a blank, which is 3D world. But when you understand this wisdom, I am a conscious co-creator. Somehow I created that as well. I attracted that. What for? Well, I have my reasons that I put in my journal that I'm not going to share. And then the hack again. And it really is a case of what is my attitude? And last year, with the massive retrogrades of 2023, computer hacked twice. Lost my, I call them PTSD files, but they're the PTS files, which is all my emails and Outlook and database and CRM and everything. It was like, that's gone too. And I went, whoa. And my husband's attitude, and I love him to bits. I've been with him for 30 plus years. He said, oh, it's gone. It's just gone. You have to start business again. It's gone. My attitude was there'll be something. I am prepared to pay, up to $5,000 to have someone bring back that PTS file and all my records and all the rest of it because something that was corrupted with it. He said, no, it's gone. Then, because of the right attitude, it comes to me. I've heard of a local person here on the Sunshine Coast, Noosa, who for $80 fixed everything. I just knew I had the right attitude. And in fact, all the way through, when people have told me as a child and then as an adult from 25 onwards, the right attitude, it was like, I know anything's possible. Being told that you can't make medical intuitive cards. There's no such a thing. Sure. You can't make a 10-point Merkaba. There's no such a thing. Sure. The right attitude will get you everything. It's what is your right attitude? And nobody can tell me, only you. This is where it's very divine, meaning it's your own awareness. Now, your right attitude might be, yep, that will never work. And that's great. But see, my mindset is not mindset. It's mind awareness of pure potential. Anything's possible. I just need, like I've got like 30 heart sunglasses and keep collecting, have the right heart glasses to see it differently and have the attitude. And one of my attitudes is the attitude of gratitude every day, ever since I was depressed. Excuse me, and suicide, I've written a gratitude journal every single day, every day. I don't put it on Facebook. I don't share it with anyone. I don't have that attitude of gratitude every time I go to bed. I'm grateful for a bed, for a home, and for food after being homeless. So grateful. Attitude of gratitude. And so your attitude towards something, whether it be your body, like I say to people, thank your body because it's a gift. If you have that attitude to this beautiful thing, no matter what size, shape, hair color, no hair, blah, blah, have the right attitude, your body goes, thank you so much. The right attitude towards exercise, the right attitude to losing weight, the right attitude to gaining weight, the right attitude to going to the gym, right attitude to walking, driving, going to the city. If you just tweak it, just tweak it. Because that attitude is just your mind going, you know what? I'm going to see it this way. And I'm going to experience it this way. It's just the most simplest thing. Even right down to 2020. I knew this was about to happen. According to the secret codes to success Millennium Grid, 2020 is about be beside yourself. It's a split. It's so amazing. And it was a repeat of Atlantis, and we've done that before. And so as it was locked down and all the rest of it, and again, I was at Stradbroke, and I'd just gone to see the, dolphins with some clients. Dolphins with clients. As we're driving back, I get this urgent text, get off the island. It didn't actually say that. It just said, due to government circumstances, you need to get off the island, catch the next ferry first thing in the morning because it's about 7 o'clock at night now. And I went, great attitude. So jumped on the ferry earlier because we were now 2 days early. And while I was on the car ferry for about 45 minutes to an hour, whatever it is, my attitude was, hey, so if we're in lockdown, whatever lockdown is, I'm going to have to go and buy 50,000 tennis balls for my dog when he was alive. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to train him to fetch the ball. I've done that. He's really well trained with everything else. My attitude was changing of how can I do that? Really long backyard. Okay, so I'm going to do some mega cooking, mega wog food. I'm Arabic, Greek wog food cooking. My attitude had changed. Oh, wait, oh my gosh, I'm going to be in Melbourne every month this year. My attitude changed. Oh, I've got to get things on online teaching. My attitude slipped into 2 arms of poor attitude. I was like, God, how am I going to do it online? Not realizing I was already teaching online like this. And the attitude change of they're in pain. They're in lockdown more than me. And part of that attitude is the why component. So remember that little girl. Look at the way she had that attitude towards no one was watching. She's going to have fun. Thumbs forward, thumbs back, and jigging it away. And it is. And the song I played prior when you were coming on, Never. It's a song I have on my phone. I'll never give up. Never. Why? Because I did give up on myself once. I'll never. It's my attitude of anything's possible, my why component. So I would love all of you to share, as you know, your golden heart from what you heard this morning. Is this, as I said, it's Mystery School, Ancient Wisdom, just modernized for today's language. The right attitude on one arm beats the wrong attitude and 2 arms every time, which is just saying when we think we don't have anything, when we think actually we've got everything, it's right in here. Doesn't matter how many arms you've got. It is the way you are perceiving and your attitude. So you can pop it in the chat if you want to, and I'll share, or you can unmute yourself. So I'm going to go around the room and then just unmute yourself, 30 seconds. What was your golden heart from today? That's the right attitude on one arm beats the wrong attitude in 2 arms. Let's start with Julie, then Leona, and then Trace.
Hi, Jean. I have 2. The first was not mindset, mind awareness.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
And so much is going on and people are telling me no, but now I'm going to say, sure, and do it anyway.
Beautiful. Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Morning, everybody. Yeah, I'm very much aware my husband's attitude and that sort of thing, and he definitely attracts to his attitude. And the second thing is that when I'm with the kids backstage, my attitude is everything is fine. The show will be fine. I'll do whatever it takes to put the show on. And the kids are attracted to that, and they just go, Leonie, can you fix this? Yep, I can do it. And the show goes off brilliantly.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Trace.
Morning. Morning, everyone. Just being aware on the many possibilities that are available to us.
Yes. Thank you, Trace. Thank you, thank you. Let's go, Rochelle, Andrew, and Kim.
Good morning. Mine has been my attitude towards my laptop when I have to do an online application to a government department, knowing that it's just not going to go right. And sure enough, it didn't go right. So I'm trying again this morning. So this is perfect. I'm changing my attitude that it will just flow and everything will work out.
Beautiful.
Oh, was that me?
You're on. You're on.
Okay. Yeah, so it was perfect timing for me to hear this morning because my job has sort of shifted to me teaching classes in high school, which is not really my favorite thing. It's a new thing, and my attitude has slipped a bit, and I need to relook at my attitude to see how I can make my day awesome, and the kids' day is awesome too.
Well done. Well done.
Morning, everyone. Mine was thank my body every day and tweak my attitude.
Beautiful.
So,
Thank you, Kim.
Thank you.
Let's go, Steve, Tim, and Bonnie. Oh, actually, I've got to take my glasses off. I couldn't see. We've got Lou, attitude of gratitude. Steve, love the reminder, mind awareness versus mindset. Great reminders today. Melissa, attitude can be uplifting and positive or negative, and so draining and heady. Absolutely. But Steve, if you want to unmute too, you're more than welcome, lovely. Whatever anyone wants to do is great.
You get what you expect.
Always, 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 always. Let's go, Bonnie.
Morning.
Morning.
Morning. My golden heart this morning is the change in attitude, which is something that's I've noticed I've been doing this last week, which has been really good. So great confirmation. Thanks, Jean.
Pleasure, pleasure. Steve, and Melissa, if you did want to share, you're more than welcome. I'm the same with Miriam, and I'll just read yours, my darling. I had a back injury and was told that I will never walk. My attitude made me not only walk, but dance. Amazing, Miriam. Amazing, amazing. So attitude is a big, powerful energy. Big, powerful energy. What if their attitude is unpleasant or unloving to you? Them, whoever them is. You don't have to take on their attitude as well. And in fact, if you flick your attitude on of love and amazing, which I've done lately, their attitude can also change as well. Sometimes people, when they're in pain in their mind or in their body or in their life, can have an attitude of defensive or attack, whether it's a child or an adult. And if you change your attitude of, good morning, how are you? Gosh, it's really nice to see you. All of a sudden, their attitude melts away from the two arms and the bad attitude to the one arm and a great attitude. It is an extremely powerful thing that you've got. An attitude is energetic. When I go keynote speak, wherever it is, and I get in the car, I turn up doof doof music, and that allows me to get a beat. And it's the attitude of, I am so privileged, so honored to go and speak at that event. Why? Because they're coming to listen to me. Or every time there's an order that comes in online, a book, a set of cards, so I'm booking into a program, whatever it is, my attitude is I want to love them even more because they loved me enough to purchase or to come and see me. And because I have that attitude, when I get to the keynote speaking thing, what happens is it's always uplifting for them, and it's always, on a business level, great sales. I'm in business. My attitude is about loving. It's not so much about the sales. That happens as a result. So I know I have the power to change the energy in my body with my attitude. And when I do that, symbolically and energetically, it ripples out to other people. And it's up to them, because they have the magic power, that they can change their attitude as well. Because everyone has free will. I just got being told I should be applying for NDIS. While the help would be great, it feels like giving up that it would stymie my healing. I'm not sure what stymie my healing is, my darling. And it's up to you, lovelies. What attitude would you like to have? For me, it's always the attitude of gratitude and that attitude of loving people, and you can change it at any time you want, by the clothes you wear, but mind awareness. Mindset keeps it locked and blocked. So have a fabulous attitude this week. Practice, practice, practice. Have fun, everyone.
Thanks,
Bye.
Jane. Bye.